Good afternoon, everybody. Rose Thorne here. Today I am reacting to Chantal's live stream called So About the Weekend. This live stream is currently in progress. She's been going for about 4 hours. I cannot wait until she's done and then react to the live stream and then have the chat match the live stream. I've got things I've got to do tonight. I've got to work tonight. So I got to get going with this while I still have time. But in this live stream, she is discussing what happened with her going to see Natter at the motel. She says that she's being forced to talk about this. She has to talk about it. She can opt out of not talking about it, but I guess she and Natter have been speaking, and he wants her to come on live stream and clarify that he did not spend time with her, that she chose to get a room and stalk him where he was. Now, logic and reason, when hearing something like that, the first thing that comes to my mind is, well, how would she know exactly what motel he was staying at unless he told her, right? That doesn't even make sense. I'm sure there's a lot of motels in Gatineau. So how is it that she chose the exact motel that he was at unless he let her know, yes, I'm staying here? I don't believe that she got a room and it was a separate room from his, that it just by happenstance they happen to be staying at the same motel at the same time that he was there. Anybody that believes that, look, I got a bridge that I can sell you in San Francisco for cheap. But I'm going to go ahead and sit on this live stream and give my thoughts. So let me just share the screen real quick. And like I said, the chat is not going to match the footage. She's still going and she's high as a kite on the last part of this, but I want to cover at least the front part and we'll just skip around when needed. So let's get to, shall we?
Fucking Elle is back. No, just joking. Elle, people were asking for you. No. No. He is not allowed to be with me, so we're not allowed to be together right now, right? So I was trying to be smart and like, hey, I'm just gonna drop off like the key in his room. I'm just gonna rent a room nearby. No, it doesn't work that way.
Hold on a second. Let me just go back. I think we missed something here. Let me just go back real quick. Sorry.
The weekend. No, I don't want to talk about. Okay, I had a fucking relapse.
You know, I hate her using that language. I had a relapse. Natter is not a drugs. He's not alcohol. She's using that language because in the past she said, oh, I'm in recovery, trying to insinuate that as far as her addictions are concerned, that she's in recovery. She's not in recovery because she never went to therapy or counseling for any of her addictions. So whatever she's addicted to, she's still addicted to, and that includes Natter. So I really hate her using that language of, I had a relapse. Chantal, by saying that, you're mocking people that have had addiction problems. They had those inner battles, but they got past it. They did the work and they came out the other side. But I really hate you using that manipulative language because by saying that you had a relapse, it's almost like you are giving yourself an excuse of why you went to go see him. And by saying something like that, you're asking the audience to excuse your behavior, and they shouldn't excuse it. You went to go see someone that you claimed committed DV and SA on you. This isn't just some guy that we, the audience, and the reactors don't like. This is someone that you claimed was extremely abusive to the point where allegedly you filed charges on this man, which I don't believe those charges were ever filed. I feel that that was a profit arc that you came up with to give people hope that he was out of the picture. He was going to get out of the picture because that's what everybody's been waiting for, to see him completely gone. And whenever people get their hopes up that he's going to get out of the picture or that you're going to improve in some way, the money just starts flowing for you. So you came up with this whole, I filed charges arc to make the money, and then you went on the trip to make more money. Yeah, yeah, you're all about the money over there. But please don't use that manipulative, I relapsed language. It's a mockery to people that did the work on their addictions and they pulled through.
I had a moment of weakness. Let me just remind you that what I'm going through with Natter is extremely serious and legal. Like, yeah, we don't treat it that way, but I don't treat it that way. So I have to be very careful what I say. Caroline, welcome to Very Important Pieces. Ready, set, peace. Okay, so keep that in mind. Thank you. And I was hoping to have a bit of privacy, but no, that didn't work out that way. So, yes, I had a moment of weakness, and I knew that Natter was going to be in Gatineau. I found that out, and I actually heard that he was like meeting up with somebody else or staying with somebody else.
And how would you hear that though? Unless you and Natter are in contact with each other. There's supposed to be a no contact order from him to you. So how would you know that he's staying with somebody? And how would you know exactly where he's staying enough to allegedly to rent a room in the same place? Chantal, do you know how ridiculous you sound saying that? That just by some luck, some happenstance, you happen to end up at the same motel as Natter in Gatineau. And why would you stay in a motel? You have a home in Ottawa. Like, what gave you the sudden urge to go get a motel room? Seriously.
So I became psychotic, as usual, jealous, insane, and made a fucking fool of myself. Like, I rented a hotel room. I'm a stalker. I feel like a stalker.
You are a stalker.
I know. I'm sorry.
If it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it must be a duck.
And since that, okay, so this is like the second time I do edibles. But I'm just having trouble dealing with the situation. Like, with, being back here, it's hard because then I think about him again and I become do you know what I mean?
No, we don't. I'm sorry. I'm over here. I don't know what you mean. And I don't understand. This man allegedly hurt you severely to the point where you supposedly filed charges on him, which again, I'm going to say it for everybody in the front, middle, and the back. I don't think any charges were ever filed. I think that was a bunch of bunk. I think that was something that Chantal put out there to make money from people, to gain their sympathy, to give them hope that Natter was going to be out of the picture. And there was never any proof that she filed charges. We never saw her go into a police station. We never saw her talk to a police officer. We heard about him being picked up, but where's the proof of that? It's all hearsay. So where's the conclusive proof that she actually did it? There is none, absolutely none. And if you want further proof that charges were never filed, consider this. He has a criminal record. He's been to jail before. He's on probation, which means he's got to watch his P's and Q's. Do you think someone who's on probation currently, if there are actual charges filed, there's a no contact order, that person is going to risk their freedom, seeing the person that filed the charges in the first place with that no contact order? The only way that Natter is comfortable seeing Chantal, talking to Chantal, is knowing there are no charges. That's why he's allowing it. That's why it's going on. She's continuing to talk to him. She turned on his phone. She never turned it off. They met up in a motel room. I mean, who does that? When there are charges filed and there's a case pending, who does that? Nobody except for those who lie about charges, and they're doing it for attention and money.
So yeah. Do I still love him? Yeah, I do. I think a part of me will always love him, no matter how fucked up and toxic we are together. Part of me will probably always love him. So, I know a lot of people are not going to believe me. That's why I really didn't want to come on and say anything, because I don't even know what to say anymore. Like,
this stream is damage control. What's going on here, ladies and gentlemen, is damage control. This is damage control because Nader was an idiot, and he did that stunt on April the 1st where he told everybody he'd been arrested. Well, actually, Dee Dee did. She lied for him. And everybody over on that side was worried for him. Oh, Nader's in jail. What's going to happen? And then he came back that same day and said, oh, I did this to teach you all a lesson. And everybody got mad. He lost hundreds and hundreds of subs. And a lot of people left his channel. So the April Fool's Day stunt backfired on him. And then he and Chantal got busted meeting each other in a motel room, which further angered people on his side. So now he's telling Chantal, off camera, look, just tell people you were stalking me. Let's smooth things over on my side to where I can get some people back. Just lie for me. Everybody over there will lie for each other. Pete will lie for Chantal. Chantal will lie for Nader. Dee Dee will lie for Nader. I mean, they're all a bunch of liars. This is damage control to help Nader look a little bit better on his side of the fence with his viewers so that he won't continue to bleed subs and bleed money over there.
it was a fuck up. It's something that could get me in trouble, so I didn't want to talk about it. Got a hotel room for myself.
And even if that's true, Chantal, what were you going to do? Let's just say on some miracle that you happen to just wander onto the same motel as Nader and you got a separate room. You were not in the room with Nader. You got a hotel room at whatever that hotel was. What were you going to do? Just sit in your room and imagine what was going on in his room? Were you going to knock on his door? Were you going to put your ear against the wall? I mean, what's the purpose of getting a room in the same motel as the person that you're stalking? You can't go in the room with them, right? You can't witness what was going on. You can't peep through the windows and be a peeping Tom. What is the purpose of that? What are you hoping for? That you can stand outside your room and like scan around to see if you see him walk into their room and like wave hi to him from where you, what is the purpose of that? I don't get it.
And that's it. Oh, Elle's back. I forgot. Every time I unblock everybody, fucking Elle is back. No, just joking. Elle, people were asking for you. No. No. He is not allowed to be with me, so we're not allowed to be together right now, right? So,
forget the fact that he's not supposed to be around you. You should not be around him, period. He's got a no contact order against him, allegedly. But if you're claiming this man did deviant SA on you, Chantal, regardless of a no contact order, you should not be around him, period. Do you hear me over there? You shouldn't be around this man. You've said many times we are toxic around each other. Hello, wake up. You're toxic around each other. You want him, but you really can't be around him. But you've claimed all these horrible things about this man. You shouldn't be around him regardless of a no contact order. There should be no contact at all. No phone calls, no visits, no stalking him in a room, no driving by his house, none of that. You know what? I've been reacting to you long enough that you know what I wish you would do? I wish you would do a truth live stream where you get on stream and you just tell everybody the doggone truth. You say to everyone, look, all those months that I said and he was abusive to me, all that crap I said about the essay, it isn't true. He never did those things to me. It never happened. And there's no contact order. I never filed charges. And I'm telling you that, guys, this because I want to see this man, and we want to see each other without being bothered, without phone calls, without people doxing our rooms and whatnot. This is the guy I want to be with. You guys don't like him. I get that. But this is who I've chosen. I wish you would do a live stream like that. Just come completely clean. And then all this stuff that you told people that give people concern, they can see, well, I guess there's no cause for concern. We don't like the guy, but he's not abusive. He never committed DV or SA on her. She's a big old liar. She lied to us for money, and people can either choose to stay or go. I wish you would do that. The veil that you think you have over the eyes of your audience, by the day, Chantal, it's getting weaker and weaker and thinner, and more people are seeing through your bullshit. And it's a point right now where it's paper thin. You really need to come clean at some point, because the more you keep lying, the more you get caught in your lies, and the more you keep getting exposed.
I was trying to be smart and like, hey, I'm just gonna drop off like the key in his room. I'm just gonna rent a room nearby. No, it doesn't work that way. Yeah. High plain cheeseburgers, but that was a bad idea, and that's why I didn't want to talk about it and come on here and freak out. I really wanted to do things differently after coming back from Cuba and not come on.
Okay, so here's a comment in the chat. Our, Jessica already called her out on it. Natter doesn't, doggone it, the chat's moving too fast, sorry. Natter doesn't have a credit card to book the motel. He gave Chantal cash to book his room for him. Chantal smirked and laughed. So truth. Yep.
Online and rage about Natter and like freak out, like especially after the drunken rage I did about them. It was like, okay, at any moment they can charge me for harassment, like, and they can charge me for like getting a hotel room. They can get me in shit. So it's like, I'm trying to just, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You know, and that's something else. Even if there were no contact order in place, because of all the things that Chantal has done to Natter, which have been documented, you know, she's risking jail time for stalking and harassment because of the things that she's done to him. You know, so it goes both ways. He shouldn't be talking to her because of the alleged no contact order. But if she keeps going after him and she's allegedly stalking him, that could get her in hot water.
So it's over.
But you know what? I don't think she's stalking him. I really don't think so. I think the four of them, Natter, Dee Dee, Chantal, and Pete, they're all in cahoots. They're all working together. There is no stalking. I mean, she gives the guy money and she's paying for his motel room. How much stalking is involved in that? Does anybody believe that Chantal and Natter can be at the same motel and those two not be in contact? I think what actually happened is they booked a room, they partied together. She might have thrown him a bunch of cash to spend time with her. Don't know if anything intimate happened. It's not my concern. But I think that's the main reason why he got a motel, is because Chantal was playing sugar mama and offering him money to spend time with him alone away from Dee Dee. And he took her up on her offer.
Done. I'm not going to talk about him anymore right now. I mean, unless, I don't know. I always say that, but then I get in my feels. I mean, even it's so beyond, like, he's screwing how many other people in hotel rooms, I don't even fucking know.
shamelessly, probably after, I don't know. I mean, I'm doing the same thing in Cuba, right? I was seeing Renee, so what do I have to say about it? um, anyway, my whole behavior lately has been so fucking trashy. I need to go to a friggin' inpatient hospital.
That'll never happen. She would never go to inpatient for several reasons. The first one, because if she's an inpatient, she can't live stream in an inpatient facility, and she can't see Natter if she's admitted to inpatient facility. And the second issue is because she's got all of her addictions, and listening to Chantal, watching Chantal, I can tell you with all certainty, she's not in that headspace where she's reached that point where she's sick and tired of being sick and tired. And she's saying to herself, this needs to stop and I need to change. In her mind, everything is fine. Everything's okay. As long as she's got the money, she can maintain this toxic lifestyle. And she's got an audience that will support her in that.
So, rats, I hope that you guys can appreciate. I'm really, really, really just stuck with what I'm allowed to talk about. Okay? So,
You know, I'm a bit confused. Why is she stuck on what she can talk about? Natter has allegedly that no contact order, but she doesn't have one. She doesn't have her no contact order. She's free to talk about whatever she wants to talk about. There's no legal document saying that she can't speak on certain things.
that's where I have to leave shit for now. Life is short, be trashy. Anyway. I sniffle. I don't know. I think getting ready made me feel better.
No, you know what this is? And listen, I told you guys. She doesn't have the vid. She doesn't have it. She went and she partied with Natter. They were up all night doing the white stuff. And we've seen this before with her. When she goes too far and she does too much, she'll have the bothered throat. She'll have the congestion. Her nose will be all stuffy. But if you give her about 3 or 4 days, she's completely fine. But she made the point to come on camera claiming to have the vid. And she's already sounding better today, doesn't she? Within like 24 hours, she sounds a bit better. What a quick recovery for the vid. You know, like give her a couple more days, she'll sound even better. But she's like, oh yeah, I got the vid. No, you don't have it, Chantal. You just partied too hard with Natter. You know what you did. You know that you went to that room with all kinds of party supplies, and you and Natter were up all night doing them, and you went too far and you did too much, and that made you basically look sick. So to cover for you partying with Natter, you claim to have the vid. Yeah, we see you over here. We know what's going on.
People are going to press fraud charges and there are screenshots of him grooming. What? I don't know any of that shit. I don't know anything that's going on with him. I just. There's bed bugs. Motel Adam doesn't have. Why are you people stalking me? Excuse me. And why are you saying there's bed bugs in Motel Adam?
Well, that's because a lot of motels and hotels do have bed bugs. And unless you inspect the room thoroughly, you will not know that. Not until you go to sleep at night and then you wake up the next morning, you've got little red bumps all over your skin. And you got to be careful staying in a hotel or motel because bed bugs, they're good hitchhikers. They will hitch on to your suitcase or your clothes, and then you bring them home, and then it's a big old mess.
You fucking bum. Oh, guys, I need some Indian food in my life. Oh, I ordered some. Okay, let's finish it. Forgot that I ordered some. Oh, look.
No. We don't have a date. No, we don't.
No, she has the vid, allegedly. She's got her wig on. She's got her makeup on. You know, she's all dressed. How much y'all want to bet she's going to see Natter tonight? Who gets dressed up for a live when they got the vid? I mean, you got the vid. I'm sure you're probably feeling like crap. But she's all ready to go somewhere. Look at her. So does anybody think still that she has the vid? Nah, she doesn't. She's going to do her live, and then the two of them are going to disappear tonight. Promise you, she's headed back over to Nad's.
And this manipulation. I wish you guys understood how fucking messy this situation is. I really do. I really do.
It's messy because you make it messy on purpose for profit. You can make it unmessy in a heartbeat by not talking to him and not seeing him. But the two of you are seeing each other. You're talking to each other, so therefore it's going to remain messy.
What I can. That's all I can say. I really, really, really wish you could understand.
Well, we can't understand because a lot of us wouldn't obsess over a crackhead. We wouldn't obsess over a greedy loser crackhead that bleeds women for money. I mean, you're the only one doing that, Chantal. You're the one that you picked this man to obsess over. And all of us are looking at you like, what is the big deal about him? Like, why is she hardcore chasing this man? He's got nothing to offer. He doesn't have a job, doesn't have any money. He bleeds women dry for money, uses them for their resources. But this is the one that you got the hots for, so you do you, Chantal.
You know what I mean? Like, this shit's legal now. So it's not the same. It's not. I can't just go and, like, say, hey, I did this and did this because it looks bad on me. So I don't want to talk about it, okay? Like, whatever. Be happy with your new bitch! Be happy with my new man. My new real man. Actually, I'm torn between going back to Cuba or the DR. Bucks Lane. Yeah, mind your own business. Calling the police is just going too far. Like, I'm like speeding away from the hotel. Fucking cops are blocking off fucking Gribert Street. I mean, like, what are they gonna do? Pull me over? Somebody said you're in danger. No, I'm not. I'm okay. I'm not fucking danger to myself. I'm eating leftover paneer stuff with garlic now. Mama casserole. Is that me? I look pretty. Welcome to Very Important Features. Ready, set, peas. So, like, he isn't allowed to be around you. Exactly. For now. Thank you.
What? She just said he's not allowed to be around me for now. Did she really just say that? Yeah, she did say that. He's not allowed to be around me for now. Oh, so you're waiting, Chantal, to see if he goes to jail or not? And if he doesn't, that means you two will be together publicly? Wow. So he committed deviant essay on you, and you are just foaming at the mouth to wait for a moment to be out with him publicly. Y'all, what do you say to something like that? I'm not allowed to be around him for now. This person that she claimed severely abused her in multiple ways, multiple times. She's saying we're not allowed to be around each other for now. And you want to know why she said that? Because she took it too far by going on YouTube and claiming that charges had been filed. She took it too far by getting on YouTube and telling everybody he committed DV and SA on me. Had she not done those things, then the most that people could complain about is we don't like Natter, we don't like his aura, he's a loser. But they wouldn't have as much of a problem with him as they do because of all these other things she said. So by bringing up the DV and the SA, bringing up these alleged charges, by doing all this stuff, she backed herself into a corner. I said all these severe things about this man. I said them because I wanted attention. I wanted the sympathy. I wanted the money and the super chats because I created that box that I'm in now, that I am now standing in. There's really no way out of it. I created that box. Now I have to stand in it and I can't come out of it. And the only way out of that box is to confess to everybody that she lied about everything. And I doubt she's going to do that because she's not a truthful person. But that's the only way out, to confess that all the things she said about him were lies and the charges were lies. That all this time she's been playing everybody on YouTube. So her choices are keep the lies in place and keep people on her channel, or confess to the lies and lose a bunch of people. And she can't afford to do that. She's got too many people on her payroll.
You are. For now. For now. Everything is for now. No, we didn't do anything. I didn't see it. I didn't see him. I tried.
So you didn't see him. You just went to a motel room alone. He was in the same motel, but you went to a motel room alone, and then you came back the next day and you were completely just sick. You were all stuffy, your throat's all messed up. The same behavior that we've seen from you in the past when you partied with Natter, right down to the fact that after your harder partying, you come home with a sore throat and eating the ice cream because your throat was bothered because of the nasal drip. Chantal, you are so transparent and predictable. People aren't as stupid as you like to think they are. We can see through you. Anybody that watches you for a long enough period of time, they can predict what you're going to do and when you're going to do it and how you're going to handle it.
I'm such a loser. Yes, I'm embarrassed for the first time in my life. I mean, I think I'm embarrassed. I don't know. Is this what it feels like?
She's not embarrassed.
It means I can get in trouble. Yes. Are you kidding? Yeah. I can get in trouble. How does he get to Montreal all the time? I don't know. Freaking dee doo doo. I don't know. Yeah, Dee. Oh, I like bugs. I need to talk to you. Message me.
Okay, I stopped it there for a reason. I saw this screenshot on Twitter where somebody in the chat asked her, if he's telling you to lie for him, wink at the camera. And so she's sitting there blowing her nose, she's reading the chat, and she saw that message and she's winking at the camera. So again, this is her getting around the gag order that Natter has put on Chantal. Somebody in the chat asked her, if he told you to lie for him, wink at the camera, and she just did. She's doing it right now. So she's lying. She's lying. She didn't get a separate room, and she was stalking him. She partied with him, and she wants everybody to know it.
All right, now let's move on to bigger and better things, like paneer. I didn't knock anyone's tooth out. No.
You know, this is like a side issue, but just I'm just thinking out loud, and I'm inviting you guys to express your thoughts as well to my thoughts. So, yeah, the whole situation with Natter losing a tooth. I don't know exactly when he lost his tooth or how, but I think he lost it directly after the situation with him and Dee Dee and Chantal. And not only did he lose his tooth, but I saw pictures on Twitter that there were scratches on his arm. And this is just, again, me thinking out loud. You guys are free to express your thoughts and opinions, and I do welcome that. Considering the fact that all three had their weekend together, and the fact that Chantal, she's a jealous type, and she doesn't like seeing him with other women. I don't know, and this is just speculation. I'm wondering if when during that happened, either Dee Dee or Chantal got upset with what was going on and something physical happened. He lost his tooth, but he got scratches on his arms. And the first thing that comes to my mind with the scratches is fingernails. And I know Chantal has fingernails. I'm sure Dee Dee has fingernails. So I'm putting it together a little bit. He lost his tooth. At the same time, he's got these scratches on his arm. So did he get into a bit of a tussle with one or both ladies? I don't know.
No. No, Bree, there's no me and Natter. I'm going back to Cuba. I'm fucking living a life, moving on. It was a weakness. That's it. I wanted to see him bad. I don't know why.
You know why? Because you two are still talking. You're still giving him money. You guys are still partying together. Maybe you're buying the chemicals for yourself as well as for him. I mean, Natter has a history of depending on women for his means. He was supposed to go to Montreal and get a job. A while back, he said that. He said, I'm going to Montreal and I'm going to be starting a job soon. Has there been any more talk about that? Has he started working? No. You want to know why, Chantal? Because you and Dee Dee are his full-time job. He's got Dee Dee there to live with and to pay the rent and the bills and buy the groceries, and you're the play money for the party favors and whatever else. Plus the money that he makes on his YouTube channel. So he's positioned himself between both you ladies, and he's benefiting from both you idiots. And you guys are allowing it. That's your life. Do what you want, but you're both stupid. Stupid. But, you know, all you guys are good over there. Obviously, you're good if you're having a threesome with Natter and Dee Dee. I mean, I can't imagine being intimate with somebody that I hated. But you claim to hate Natter and Dee Dee with a passion and to the point of doxing Dee Dee and talking about her mom, but yet you're going to, you know, eat her seafood, so to speak.
but that's what happened. What did plain cheeseburger say? Basic! Can I get a postcard from Motel Adam? Do you guys want a Motel Adam postcard?
Okay, she brought up the postcard thing. I have a screenshot. I was going to share it with you guys for this stream, but I forgot. Please forgive me. I'll show it in the next react if you want to look at it. But apparently now Chantal has canceled the Patreon. She's canceling it. All those tiers of, oh yeah, you pay $20 a month and every 3 months there's a new reward. And the rewards were just outrageous. Outrageous! If you paid $60 for 3 months, you get a sticker. 90, you get a print. 120, you get a mug. And I think like 240 or so for a t-shirt. Her reward system was so skewed and just so ridiculous. So she got rid of the Patreon. And so what she decided to do for the VIPs is, oh, those of you that are stupid enough to give me more money, here's another tier to the membership. If you pay $15, then I'll get you a postcard when I go travel. So again, people paying for their own freaking postcard. A postcard maybe costs what, $1? So you're paying $15 a month for a postcard that might come once every 3 months. But she's over there trying to find other ways to make more money. Maybe by making the Patreon tiers and getting all the backlash, she realized that she overreached and that people were not going to go for it because it sounded just too ridiculous for words. So she scaled it back and just made like a cheaper tier and told everybody, oh, this is for when I travel and I'll send you stuff. Yeah, stuff that other people pay for because it's not coming out of your pocket. But yeah, she did that. She made another VIB tier. I'll pay $15 a month, and I don't know when I'm going to travel. I don't have any travel plans locked down just yet. I might travel in 2 or 3 months, but in the meantime, pay $15 a month extra on top of the $5. She's trying to find sneaky ways to make money.
They do have some, actually. Piece of shit hotel. I gave them shit, too. I called them like, who the fuck? No, because they lied to me. They're like, the fucking recording. Chantal Marie Olive Savo, room 231. I'll transfer you. Nice privacy, piece of shit hotel. Oh, my internet? Hold on. Tell people the room number of people or what? He's like, no, we don't do that. So I actually played the fucking clip for him and he had nothing to say. I'm like,
you know what? You need to yell at Natter for that one. Before you get mad at anybody on YouTube, and I'll say it again, the person that called the motel, they shouldn't have done that. It should not have happened. We did not need the room number. We already knew she was there. There was enough proof. Natter was the moron. He doxed himself. He did a live stream from inside the room. He showed the entire room, including the decor. And Chantal knows about Kiwi Farms. She knows how sleuthy they are. And all they need is a little grain of something, and then they'll go hunting. They're worse than bloodhounds, man. You give them a little bit of something, and they will go hunting. And they won't stop until they find it. So he showed the entire room. And that's all the Kiwi farmers needed. Based on the decor, they found where the motel was at. So we knew he was there, and we knew she was probably going there. That's all we needed to know. That's all the confirmation we needed. Somebody else went further. They decided to do that. Didn't need to happen. That shouldn't have happened because you got to think about the hotel staff and them being bothered and other room guests, them possibly being bothered. But she wants to yell at anybody. She needs to yell at Natter for being stupid and showing off the entire room and giving too many clues away.
what? That was the best quality hotel in Ghetto Gatineau. What do you want me to do about it? Anyway.
let's tell the truth. The only reason why he got that cheap motel is because she hasn't gotten paid yet. The payday for all YouTubers is the 21st. Today is the 10th. So quite a ways before payday. She didn't really have the money to spend on an expensive room. So she decided, you know, let's just get a cheap room and take the extra money that I was spending on expensive room and spend it on party favors, and we could be up all night doing party favors. And that's exactly what they did.
What? I love you, Chantal. Why even know? Not lying. Anyway, moving on. Never to talk about this shit ever fucking again.
Don't give us that kind of hope. We've been waiting for you to shut up about Natter for months, and you haven't done it yet.
Ever. Okay? Agree? Compete? Please? Beezers? Moment of weakness. Never happening again.
Sure.
Not my problem anymore.
It's not going to happen again until it happens. It's what she means when she says it'll never happen again. What she actually means, you guys, is it won't happen again this way. Next time, we're going to be much more careful, and you're probably not going to know about it, and you're not going to catch us. We're not going to be this sloppy and careless. We're going to find somewhere. The hotel or motel is not going to get doxxed. That's what she means. Not the fact that she's never going to see him or talk to him ever again, but the fact that they won't be so sloppy and careless next time to get busted.
I want coffee. I love how he throws that out there to try to insult me too. This new girl's 160 pounds? Really? Barf. basic a sister wife mug. Thank you. Plain cheeseburger. Oh, Beezer. Someone asked how his date was and he rated you an A+. Me? Anyways, guys. You know my situation, so that's all.
You know, I'm just going to share my thoughts right now as they're coming to me. Chantal and Natter, from the very beginning, they've been playing this tug of war with each other in the struggle of who's got power over who. Chantal desperately wants to have power over Natter. But the only thing that she has of value that she can put on the table is her money. You know, that's the bait on the hook, the money. The fact that he doesn't have a job and he doesn't have his own money, he depends on her. So for the longest, she's been using her money as the bait on the hook to keep him hooked on her, to keep him seeing her. She wants to be the sole purpose in his life, the sole person in his life. Where she's missing the boat with Natter is if she took care of herself, if she started working out, started exercising, losing the weight, improving her appearance, improving herself, she would be more of a position of power than she could imagine. I'm not saying that it would stop him from using people and bleeding people dry for money, but if she got in better shape, if her health was better, she's 500 pounds. If she got down to say 200, if she really worked it and she put all the cards in her favor, then she would have more power than what she has now. By coming on camera and saying, oh, I love him so much and I can't stop thinking about him and obsessing over him, she's given over her power to this man. But if she took control of her life, got her weight under control, got her health back, and projected the attitude of, look at me. I'm healthy, I'm happy, I got my life together, I'm traveling, and I don't need you. That would give her the upper hand. She's putting herself in a position of weakness and keeping herself there.
He has his own. He makes money on YouTube. You do know that, right?
Yeah, he does. And for anybody on Natter's side of the fence that y'all are giving him money because you're concerned about him, oh, he's been arrested, or oh, Chantal's so mean and she cut him off, and we don't want Natter to be out on the street. Apply logic and reason to this whole situation. He's living with Dee Dee. He's in her house. So the rent's being paid, the bills are being paid, the groceries are being bought. He's nowhere near homeless. So he's making his YouTube money. He's living with Dee Dee. He's obviously getting money and drugs from Chantal. He's okay. So anybody over there, and if you've got limited means and income, you know, you're on Social Security, or, you know, you're living paycheck to paycheck, my advice to you is to keep your money in your own doggone pocket and take care of you and yours first before you take care of somebody else. Don't listen to Natter and his stories of, I'm desperate and I don't have anything. That's a bunch of horse shit. He's fine. He's got the income of 2 women plus his own income. He ain't over there eating crackers and bologna sandwiches and ramen noodles. He's fine. He's fine. Save your money for you. Any talk that he's coming to you guys with of, oh, I need money and I've been arrested. You know what? If he gets arrested, that's his own problem. That's not your problem to solve. That's his problem. He created that mess. Let him get himself out. Don't spend your income getting him out of his mess. Don't do it. He's fine. He's got his income from YouTube. He's got Dee Dee and he's got Chantal. That's enough.
I have not given him a red penny.
Liar.
Thanks, Whoops.
She's a liar.
Shut up. Hipster stones are. Oh my god. You guys want me to do a position? I will do an OnlyFans. I will show you all these positions on OnlyFans. I'm just kidding.
Now, hold on a minute. She said she wasn't doing anything else for OnlyFans. So she canceled Patreon. And then she also made the statement that she's not going to do anything for OnlyFans. I'm telling you guys, and I said this before, YouTube is her main platform. All the other platforms were just fallbacks in case YouTube got rid of her. But she canceled Patreon. Then she said she's not doing anything on OnlyFans. So the only one really left besides YouTube is Twitch. And I doubt we're going to see her on Twitch anytime soon because she's not doing gaming content. And she's got to follow the rules over there because Twitch does not play with the rules.
You asshole. Anyway. I know. I'm feeling a little bit better. Holy shit. Always go to hotels under assumed names. Anyway, we knew Chantal your picture patterns and habit. Thank you, very good. No, it's true. I mean, anytime I get a hotel from now on, I fucking not my name, and I'm gonna be telling the front desk under any circumstances if anyone calls around to look for me, you guys will never find.
You know why she did not get a motel under another name? Because she's so arrogant. She thought she could slip away and not get caught. And she got caught. She got caught. And how did she get caught? because now they're being an idiot and doxing himself. The moment he did that, that opened the floodgates.
Find me at another hotel. Ever. Trust and believe. I've learned the hard way, but I've learned my lesson. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. You guys all.
You know, so the lesson is not to stay away from abusive people that you filed charges on. The lesson is, oh, if you go see them in secret, hide the fact that you're there. That's the lesson. She just said that. Oh, I've learned my lesson that if I go see somebody that I really shouldn't see, that I filed charges on, I should be staying away from them. But the lesson is check in under another assumed name. Got it.
Always level me up without even trying. I paid for a hotel room for myself. Optimistic crime.
No, you didn't. Even if they got 2 separate rooms, who is to say that she couldn't get on her phone and let him know where she was at? And hey, come on over. I got the party favors. Come on, Chantal. We're not dumb.
No, there's no nose huffing relapse. I know what you're talking about.
Liar. She's been doing the nose huffing thing for a minute. I mean, anybody's been watching Chantal for a while, you could tell she's back on the white stuff. She is. And the edibles. And she swore in Cuba she was done with the edibles. Clearly, she's been doing them. So can we believe Chantal about anything she says when it comes to chemicals? We really can't.
But the edible, yeah, I had when I went offline, when I found out I had COVID, I did edible of that, and I just did a little bit now. So, but it's not too much. But I'm hoping the COVID symptoms. I think I'm gonna have another emergency. Maybe that's kicking in. Maria Pondu. I should just use Maria Pondu as my pseudonym for the hotels. No, I'm gonna be here tonight, guys. Look, I know. Aerosol. The thing is, guys, like I said, this is like a serious matter. So, but also not just that. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Stop messaging your wife. Yeah, you can't check into a hotel with fake name, but you can tell them under no. Really? Oh, okay. I think I can say I think I can give a fake name care. Like I have to show my ID for like the payment and everything, but for a name and the booking, I think you can. I'm not sure. People think I manipulated the COVID test with soda. You guys think I'm like a really mastermind manipulator? Wait. Yeah, I have to be home tonight because I have a Mario date with my friends. No, it's seriously every time I have a relapse and weakness for him, I fucking look, I'm doing okay, doing a lot better since Cuba, and I think since meeting Renee, it's helped me. It's helped take that like edge off of like I will die without Natter kind of thing, you know. And I know I sound pathetic. But...
So the way to stop obsessing over one guy is to start obsessing over another one. Just swing from one obsession from one guy to another guy right behind each other. Chantal, how old are you? You do not correct an obsession with creating another one to get your mind off the first one. That's one of your biggest mistakes. That's where you're screwing up. You don't correct an obsession by obsessing over somebody else. Because whoever that new person is, if you have obsessive behavior, eventually they're going to get sick of it. They're going to feel suffocated and say, this is too much. And they're going to go. You know, obsession is not love. So obsession is, it's destructive to yourself and whoever you obsess over. It's unbalanced. It's everything negative. The way you handle obsession over anything is to seek therapy, and counseling. Talk to somebody about whatever the obsession or addiction is and get it dealt with. You know, learning new coping mechanisms for dealing with things. And then maybe you can start new patterns of how to deal with things and not keep repeating the same destructive patterns over and over.
And I'm just being fucking honest about my feelings. You know, that's it's been really shitty and hard to get over. Now I have a tiny bit of feelings for this Renee guy, and he's bugging me to go back. So, yeah, anyways. No, I know you're not dumb. I just wish you could understand that I'm kind of like tied for words.
I don't think she thinks the audience is stupid. I don't think she thinks that people are stupid. She treats everybody like they're stupid, but I think she's fully aware of the fact that the audience, they're not stupid. But at the same part, she doesn't care if people are smart and they're figuring things out. She counts on the fact that people are smart and they're figuring things out and they're getting mad because when people get mad, they get so angry, they send her super chats. Do you know how much money this woman has made off of anger from people? I mean, she'll get positive super chats, but when she really kicks the hornet's nest, enough times, enough hornets come out and they get angry and they want to sting, but they can't because she's too far away. All they can do is yell at her in super chats. And with Chantal, it doesn't matter if you send her a super chat because you like her, you love her, you hate her. The money all spends the same at the end of the day. She wants you to get mad. She wants you to spend $2, $5, $15 to tell her whatever hateful thing you want. Whatever that hateful thing is, it's not going to change who she is or what she does. All you're doing is putting money in her pocket. So if you're someone wanting to give a super chat to Chantal, just think about that. Like, is your anger worth putting money in her pocket? I mean, just think about the logic. I don't like you. I don't like what you're doing, but here's some money. I would think that super chats are best for those that you truly support. You like what they're doing, you like what they're saying, you like the creativity, and you want to support that. Whenever you pay someone, you are reinforcing whatever they're doing and whoever they are. So by doing the hateful super chats, you're reinforcing her bad behavior. So if you don't like it, please don't reinforce it. Think about it. Just think about what you're doing before you do it. But she knows the audience is smart. She doesn't care. But she's never going to come forward and say, look, I lied about everything, about the abuse. I lied about the charges. I really want to see Natter. But I boxed myself in. And the only way out is to tell the truth. But if I tell the truth, I'll lose you guys. I'll lose my income. So therefore, I got to keep my mouth halfway shut. That's what's up, y'all.
Cameron from Cuba. So, I don't know. I was thinking for my next trip because I was like, Cuba would be familiar if I went back there. But I think this is from Maurice's Miss Holly. I think that friend of mine, a former friend, until he flipped out on me. Cuba Bees Part 2. I'm funny. Thanks, Ham, it's the new blog. I know you guys. Just believe me, okay? Just
You know, I think, this is my opinion, I think the whole Cuba Bees thing didn't even really count. Did she fly to a different location? Yes, she did. But I think as far as showing us Cuba, that whole trip didn't count because she didn't show us much. You know, I give the grade of an F to that trip because what did we see of Cuba? We saw a little bit of a beach. We saw the cafeteria. We saw her room. She didn't really go beyond that. So that Cuba bees really didn't count. It didn't count. She stayed at an all-inclusive resort of some sort. She ate. She stayed in her room. She went to the beach briefly, but that was it. That was the extent of the trip. Oh, and the rages every once in a while.
Please just put it aside. I can't talk anymore about it. I can't talk anymore about him. I don't have the mental energy.
No, please. You don't have the mental energy, but this live lasted for basically 4 hours.
How did I know the hotel? I have my ways of finding out stuff, which make me look bad, so I don't
Yeah,
want.
you have your ways. Your ways are making a phone call to Natter. Where are you staying? That's how she found out. I mean, how else could she find out? Dee Dee ain't going to tell her where Natter's staying. No, she's going to make a phone call and she's going to say, hey, Natter, I can buy a whole bunch of party favors and I can give you some money. Where are you staying? Where do you want to stay? Don't tell her. He wants that money.
I want to talk about it. Minx! Minx is going to be. Mukbangs with Minx is coming in a weekly episode of The Office. It's called A Case of the Mondays on Mondays. So just wait. You will like it. What is the one for? You guys hate me now? Yes, I know you. Just missed them, I guess. I thought we could sneak, but we can't. It's very serious. It's very serious. If we get caught together, we are in trouble, okay? Do you understand that? So, what I did in private was trying to keep private. The fact that I was renting a hotel room, I was trying to keep that private. People stopped me. So that's why I'm talking about it today. I cannot be with him. I cannot talk about it. You don't understand how serious it is.
You know how messed up this sounds? She claimed the deviant essay on Natter. And yet she's continuing to see him and to talk to him. And so the two of them are sneaking around, seeing each other like a couple of naughty teenagers, sneaking off to see each other. All this stuff that she talked about for months about how abusive he was and the essay and the things that he made me do and the things he did to me. And yet she's still smitten with him. And she's sneaking off to see him at a motel. I don't like the fact that she exploited deviant essay for money repeatedly, triggering people, exploiting other people's pain for profit. I don't appreciate that. As someone that I've been through those things, I don't appreciate that. And it pisses me off. The fact that she went to that degree to make money when she didn't have to. She didn't have to go there. She didn't have to bring those things up. She didn't have to make that into a story arc. And the way she's treated her supposed instances of deviant essay, I don't believe her. Just by her behavior alone and her responses, I don't believe those things actually happened. I think she just wanted sympathy and money, and she got thousands of dollars triggering people who've been through it. And so because they feel a sort of trauma bond with Chantal, they're like, oh yeah, I've been through it too. Here's a super chat. By triggering people, she triggered so many people that she profited very handsomely off of other people's trauma and pain. And I can't tell you how disgusting I think that is.
So yeah. So I was freaking out. I'm like, I don't know what should I say, you know?
Going to put him in jail for seeing you. You think this is a joke? I have treated it like a joke. Yes, I have. This is like his life, you know? It's like somebody's life. And I don't think I was taking it seriously enough. Like,
You know what, Chantal? I think you're sick. I think you're a really sick individual. That if you're over there and you had a plan all along, that if Natter ever rejected you for somebody else, that you were going to use the fact that he's been in trouble with the law before, plus the fact that he's on probation, you were going to turn around and essentially hold him hostage with that knowledge. You're going to blackmail him to stay with you, to keep talking to you. Oh, if you don't stay with me, I'm going to go to the cops and I'm going to claim all this stuff. Sick. Absolutely sick. And it's also sick that you said all those things on your channel in front of people, getting everybody concerned. Sick. You're a sick woman. You need help. You need serious help. But before you get the help, how about stopping triggering other people, hurting other people using your live streams? How about that? Can you do that? Can you stop exploiting DV&SA for money? Can you do that? I wish you would.
I was just letting my emotions just like dictate my actions, like 100%. Like, just anything I was feeling. And that night with my rage, anything black I was harboring inside of me came out that day. Everything, just everything. From fucking three-wick candles to Roman to whatever, you know? So I just never been in like a relationship like this ever, and it's just been really, really messed up. So
Yeah, so you had two relationships. You had one with Pete and one with BB. They were halfway nice guys, and you walked all over them. I'm sure this is your first time being in a relationship like this, where the person that you're around is not going to let you walk all over them or control them. And so this is a different experience for you. But even still, you said yourself you both are toxic together. So take the clue and stay away.
she's what? I don't know. Like, what did he do to me to make me like this over him? I don't get it.
He told you the word no. It's as simple as that. You are an entitled person, Chantal. All your life you've been entitled. You've been a big spoiled brat, a toddler that you throw a temper tantrum and you get your way. For the first time in your life, you heard the word no, and it drives you nuts. How dare this person tell me no? How dare life show me I can't have whoever and whatever I want? That's what's got your head so twisted. He told you no. He said, no, I don't want you. No, I don't love you. No, I'm not attracted to you. And because of him saying the word no, you are determined to win him like he's some sort of a challenge. You're up for the challenge. I'll tell you what, if you have put even half as much energy and determination into your own life as you do into Natter, my goodness, the improvement that you would make.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I think that's what drives me crazy, Lindsay. I'll never get it. Ah. So I'm making small talk with Renee, but it's like forced. Like, he's like, I love you. Like, no, you don't. You don't fucking love me. You love that I gave you a laptop. And that's fine. I mean, what do I expect? You can't buy love. You can't buy love.
No, you can't. and you've been trying for the longest with Natter. How much money did you give Natter? How many times did you pay the rent? You still haven't got it. You still haven't. I mean, if you were all that in a bag of potato chips and a sandwich, Chantal, why would you have to pay for a motel room to go see him? I mean, if you were a big femme fatale, ma'am, wouldn't he be chasing you? Wouldn't you be calling the shots? Like, I'm all that. You got to come after me. I'm not running after you. You keep running after him. He ain't running after you. He's not. He's got Dee Dee over there. And they're doing whatever it is they do. But apparently, you are not his priority. You're making him a priority. But for you, he's looking at you as an option. Never make someone a priority that to them, you're just an option. You're easily replaceable.
You don't love me. Don't lie to me. Fucking liar. I'm tired of being lied to by these
Well, don't be around liars. See how that works?
people.
You know, are you seeing what's going on here, Chantal? You come online and you make a living lying to people, scamming people. And here's Natter lying to you and scamming you. It's kind of karma that way. You come online and you get everybody concerned and you tell a bunch of triggering lies and you make a bunch of money. And so isn't it appropriate that you have a lying scammer in your life doing to you what you do to thousands of other people?
You need to lose weight to get skin removed?
Yeah, that's true. For skin removal surgery, you've got to lose weight. I mean, what skin can they remove if there's no skin? It's just a bunch of visceral fat underneath the skin. You got to lose weight if you want the skin removal.
Renee is in love with the fact that I know. I know. And Kiwi Farms doesn't have the right guy, by the way, just to let you know. The guy I'm screwing is way fucking hotter.
Sure, Chantal.
Really, just Tiff?
By the way, that was stupid. If there is a different guy with the same name, you just let the farmers know, oh, you got the wrong guy. You know what they're going to do? They're going to look for the other guy, whoever he might be. That was dumb of you to say that.
Colleen! As soon as he does not answer your calls, you will come on here saying a different story. No, like I said, I took this way far. Like, the fact that you guys even, like, oh my god, why did I come on here and talk about gonorrhea and everything? Like,
Because you needed something to talk about. You like to find triggering, extreme, toxic subjects, Chantal. You said it yourself. You don't want to do positive content. You like negative attention. So let's bring up something negative. Let's bring up something triggering. Let's bring up something gross and vulgar and shocking. Let's do whatever we can on the Foodie Beauty channel to be shocking and vulgar and gross and extreme and insane. Because people are tuning in for the dirty laundry. They don't want the laundry clean and smelling and folded and put in the cabinet. They want that dirty, smelly laundry. So I got to give it to them, and I got to find a way to keep it interesting. So let's talk about the gono. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. Yeah, that's why you did that.
I really have a big mouth.
Yeah, we know.
Hi, Elon. I bragged about manipulating people. I was being sarcastic. I think I remember saying that.
But you said you don't remember. You said before, I don't remember what I said. I don't remember. Well, guess what? Pepperidge Farm remembers. And you know who else remembers? Twitter. Twitter. There's clips of everything on Twitter. YouTube remembers. Twitter remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers. We got the proof, sis. We got the proof. We got the video clips of you saying that. Oh, yeah, well, I'm going to manipulate the F out of you. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be sweet as pie and you're going to eat it up. Yeah, those were your words. You said that.
And I was being sarcastic because that's exactly what.
No, you weren't. You were not being sarcastic. You were being drunk and truthful. The mask was all the way off that night. Everybody saw you for who you really are. Sorry, not sorry. That was the real Chantal. Because you were saying a complete truth right there. Because anybody's ever reacted to you, we know what you said was true. We know.
What you fucking expect to hear, I'm pretty sure. No, it wasn't a nice thing to say, though. I'm working on an apology. Leave me alone.
Working on an apology? Are you such a rotten person you have to work on an apology? If you're really sorry, you don't have to work on it. You don't have to think about it. You just do it. Let me show you how you do it, Chantal. You feel that regret and remorse in your heart, and you say, you know what, guys, that live stream I did, and you look, by the way, look at the camera when you apologize. Look at the camera. Don't look down. Don't look to the side. Don't side eye. Look at the camera and say, you know what, guys, I was an ass that night. I was completely out of line. I was completely out of bounds. I was out of pocket. I was a jerk. And I said a lot of rude, cruel, nasty, out of line things. And I'm really, really sorry. I apologize for anything that I said that offended anyone. And I will do my best to make sure it doesn't happen again. That's how you do an apology, Chantal. You feel that remorse and regret in your heart, and so you speak your sorrow and your regret for doing those things from your heart. That's how you apologize. You don't have to work on it. If you got to work on it, that means you're not really sorry for what you said.
Whatever. I'm making a t-shirt. I was manipulated by Foodie Beauty and all I got was this t-shirt. Shut up. You think I would look good with this beanie with that wig? I never tried that. And they have like a really nice see-through. I'll show you
Who
next time.
cares about your nails? Goodbye.
I guess I just never met anybody like him before.
Someone had told you
Like,
no.
I just never met anyone like him.
You know, what we got here, folks, is two players who met each other, and they're both master manipulators. And all this time, there's been this ongoing chess game between the two of them of who's going to win over who. Like, I make a move and I jump ahead of space, and then you make a move and you push me back a space. It's been a chess game between them both. And here's the funny thing. I think, my opinion, I think that those two came across each other and they totally underestimated one another. Chantal looked at Nader and said, oh, he's a loser. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't have any money. He doesn't really have much in the way of means. So I can manipulate him because I have the money. And he'll do whatever I say, just like Pete's does. And then Nader looked at Chantal and said, look at her. She is a morbidly obese woman. Clearly, she is thirsty and hungry for love and attention. And she's got money. Oh, I can milk this cow for days. I can bleed her dry of her money. I can get all the money I want out of her. Not a problem. And boy, did they find out they underestimated each other. They did. Chantal found out the hard way that he's not a pushover. And he also found out that she's not a pushover, that, you know, like she's got her sneaky, snikey ways. So these two started out in a place of thinking they were going to win over the other, and then they found out that the most they could ever do is call a truce.
No, that's not number one fan. Fuck, I'm like, ugh. Bestie Beauty, thanks Tiffany. Well,
Hate Match is a song called Foundation about
Oh, shut up, Pete.
white hair. Her pixie white hair. I don't care. I don't care. I would not. I would fucking lose it. I'm traumatized by Dee Dee right now, and I don't. I'm fucking swear to God.
You're
My
traumatized?
next OnlyFans shoot is going to be a Dee Dee.
Wait, hold on. What?
Hi. My teeth are yellow. I don't know where my toothbrush is. I haven't brushed them in like 2 days, but
Ew! What? She hasn't brushed her teeth in 2 days? What? Chantal. Really? Girl, you can't get your butt. You can't have Pete go walk somewhere and get you a toothbrush. You can't order a toothbrush from Amazon. What in the world?
I'm so happy I'm vaccinated because I'm hoping that uh I'm hoping that because I'm vaccinated, this is why I don't need a fucking ventilator right now. I'm hoping that I won't need a ventilator. You know.
You can stop with this charade, Chantal. You don't have the vid. You're just sick from all the chemicals you did with Natter.
My content is deemed 18 plus. Whatever.
Which means limited ads. And I'm sure that makes her angry. The fact that she's on YouTube and she's choosing the content that she does for YouTube, but when she does 18 plus, that means limited to no ads. So no ad money for you or very little. Your fault.
Nigel loves his channel. He really does love his channel. Look at you, me, hey. Good shit he says. Like, sorry. Should I go cook? It's hot. I want to have sex
What?
with a man with boobs. No, I want to have sex with a woman with a big cock. Yeah.
Oh, Lord. She is so high.
I don't want to let go. I had such a good time. Like,
I am so not buying this act. I mean, she sits there, she's high as a kite, and she does this fake crying, but she's not really bawling. Just, I don't want to let go, but there are no tears. Girl, stop.
the Toronto, but then also like what? Such a good, he was such a good boyfriend when we went to the jail. We went to the jail together.
What?
Did the haunted thing together. He was really funny. He was really, really funny. And it was so fun.
Oh, Lord.
Well, we're sober together, you know?
Oh, look at you romanticizing your abuser and having nostalgia about your abuser. God, that makes me sick.
Fair. Oh, I guess that's my karma. I used to judge those people.
I want to make future plans on the beach with him. Oh my god, I loved him. I wanted to be pregnant by him. I would
What?
pray to be fucking pregnant by him. I was one of those psychotic kind of like I love him so much and like oh my god. Fuck. He was like 21 or was 15.
Guys, I'm making an executive decision over here. So Chantal is clearly high and just mumbling about whatever. I'm already at an hour and 31 minutes. I think I'm going to cut it off here because it just goes downhill from here. She just gets higher and higher, and she's mumbling and she's incoherent because of the edibles or whatever else she's doing. So I'm going to cut it off here. Okay, we've seen enough. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this React video. If you have, please like it, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful night. Please take care and bye-bye.